This tree sapling is going to be compared to the credit union at this point and from its beginning because the tree sapling starts out very small. As it grows, it has many branches, it provides shade for the community, protection from the sun, and it's rooted in the community with all of its relationships. To begin, I want to talk about the roots. That's where the tree starts. That's where this credit union will grow into the Kalamazoo community and meet all of these organizations and these members' needs. Our strategy focused on 4 main objectives. These objectives are to inform the Kalamazoo community of the credit union's services and goals, mission, vision, and values, to build relationships not only with the members, but with other nonprofit organizations in the Kalamazoo community, because these already established nonprofits have an audience base. They have built trust. So if you can combine with these organizations to tap into what they're already doing, it's going to be more cost effective and more efficient. Third, we want to create trust. The trust will come from building these relationships, having consistent communication, and creating a consistent image for the credit union. And finally, our overall objective through all of these, we would like to increase membership at the Community Promise Federal Credit Union and in the next year. And through this plan, we think that that will be able to be done. So now we're going to go to the branches of our PR plan. These branches are the 3 main tactics that we focused on in our proposal. The first tactic is Carnaval Latino. Carnaval Latino is a special event that is targeted at the Hispanic population. The Hispanic American Council of Kalamazoo is going to be hosting a Carnaval Latino this September, and we think that this would be the best way to establish your relationship with that Hispanic community in the Edison neighborhood, but also in Kalamazoo and surrounding areas. At the Carnaval Latino, you will have an informational booth. This is a chance to get a cost-effective way at a special event to connect with a specific target audience. At the booth, you will have bilingual volunteers available so that you can talk with the Hispanic population. In the research that we conducted, the best way to establish trust and gain membership from the Hispanic population is to build a relationship. Not start out talking about what we can do, not start out talking about what we offer, but start out talking, how was your day? How was your family? All those types of things, and this is a great opportunity to do that. And secondly, the volunteers, we designed a half-sheet handout or a postcard-sized handout that just very briefly talks about who the credit union is, what they provide, and then all their contact information. There's one side is English, which I'm showing here, and then in our packet, there's a Spanish version of it as well. So these will be able to be handed out, so that if someone goes to Carnival, they really like speaking with your volunteer, they're able to look at this and then contact the credit union to open a membership. The second portion of our special event plan was to provide a children's activity. The best way to get involved with families is to get the children. Get them happy so then their parents have time to talk and learn about the credit union's opportunities and services. One of the things that the Hispanic American Council wants to provide for children is a piñata. So they want to have different times for children to break a piñata to go along with their heritage. And this would be a cost-effective way for the Community Promise Federal Credit Union to support and sponsor a children's activity. The children's activities at the event will run from 11 to 4, and you could break a piñata each hour, and inside the piñata you would have bags of individually wrapped candy, so that each child would receive the same amount of candy, and then in a box you would also have more bags of candy so that we ensure that every single child gets candy, and even if they're not there for the piñata, they can still get a bag of candy. And while this is taking place, the parents are going to be grouped together. So your volunteers can be going through this group of people talking about the Community Promise Federal Credit Union, saying we sponsored this children's activity, we would really like you to join us at our other special events, and passing out those postcards. The second branch of our public relations proposal was social media. We focused on 2 main sites, the first being Facebook because it is the most used social media site by Hispanics today. And on our social media site, we propose that we post things like promoting events, sharing financial and educational facts, because by sharing these facts or these incentives or ideas for saving money, you're not only showing the audience that you care about your organization, but you're showing that you care about their financial well-being and their being as a human being. Third, we would think it would be really amazing to feature members, staff, and volunteers talking about the Community Promise Federal Credit Union. So each month you could have a member of the year or a staff member of the year. And that way you're getting to know the audience, and you're also drawing in each of those members' families and circles on Facebook, because they're going to post and share that because they're going to be so proud that they were able to be featured on this site. The second social media site and then also propose that the best time to post these is at 3 p.m. on the day. As you can see here, it's the peak time for viewing on Facebook, and that way you're going to get the most money for your bucks. So if you post at 3 p.m., the most people are going to see it. The second social media site we focus on is YouTube. YouTube is the #1 leading video site for the Hispanic population. It is also the second most used social media by the Hispanics. We think that this YouTube channel would be a unique way for the Community Promise Federal Credit Union to have things from their board members, stating messages to the audience or the target audiences about what Community Promise Federal Credit Union is, why you got involved with the Community Promise Federal Credit Union, and what you want to do for their members. Secondly, we could have testimonials from members and how Community Promise helped them save for college, or how Community Promise helped them save for Christmas presents for their children. All these types of things to show the real personal face of the credit union. Third, you can show slideshows of special events, showing community outreach, and really showing the audience what you're actually doing in the community already and how that can expand. And finally, we designed a video news release, which is outlined and detailed in the public relations proposal, but we did not post it on here. And again, we propose a specific time and day to post these videos on YouTube. The best peak time is from 12 to 4 on any day, but the 2 days that you're going to get the most hits are Wednesday and Thursday. The third branch of our public relations proposal is printed materials, because while social media is an essential part of any public relations plan right now in this society, there's still a sect of that audience that we're not going to reach through social media. So the first part of this printed materials is a brochure. We use the same design and color concept of the brochure that we received on the first day, but we changed it a little bit so it was more of a general brochure, and it talked about the exact accounts that were offered and services that were offered at the Community Promise Federal Credit Union. It is both in Spanish and English in our packet, and we recommend that this be passed out at the credit union for anyone who comes in to ask for information or to open an account. And we also think that it would be an excellent idea to send this at a mailing list through Edison Neighborhood or go door to door in the Edison Neighborhood and pass this out. This is just a little preview so you can see in more detail both sides of it. And again, there's another one in Spanish in the proposal. The second part is frequently asked questions. One thing that our group noticed when we went on the website is there's not a frequently asked questions section on your website right now. We think that that's a really essential part of, especially a new organization, for someone to be able to go, browse on that page, and see what other people might ask about the credit union and get their thoughts flowing and the more information that they're learning about the credit union. So with this, we think that the frequently asked questions should be on the website. It should be at the office, either on a handout piece of paper or posted on the wall so that someone who walks in the door and while waiting in line can have some of their questions answered before they're even in contact with one of your members, your staff members. Finally, you could have this available at special events, again in a handout size or on a poster, so that someone walking by who maybe doesn't feel comfortable being approached by a volunteer or is not able to be approached can still look at the information and find out the specifics that they're looking for. That page is in the packet as well. I just want to review briefly that our strategy, or our roots of our public relation plans, were 4 main things: to inform the Kalamazoo area of the services, to build relationships, create trust, and ultimately increase the membership of the Community Promise Federal Credit Union. We think that this can really happen if we do the Carnival Latino event and really target that Hispanic population. We change some of the social media and offer more incentives for people to get connected to the face of the Community Promise Federal Credit Union. And then finally, offering printed materials with someone you're already in contact with. And we think that this way you will be able to build a better future for our community in Kalamazoo.